Hey, you guys, listen just for a minute. It's quiet. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy it's quiet. My mom is watching with my kids right now, so I have a few minutes of quiet finally. I'm like, I have an hour to myself of complete quiet, no one else in the house. What in the world should I do? I'm gonna film because I rarely get quiet and this is so nice. It's so easy to film when you don't have to edit out sound constantly. So, anyway, today I am filming my April favorites for you guys. I have tried a ton of new stuff in April. Not all of it has made it into the favorites yet because there's quite a few things that I'm still in the process of trying out. But I am excited to share a few things with you that I'm absolutely in love with. First up, you guys probably guessed it, is the Anastasia Riviera palette. This palette is stunning. If you love brights, I would highly suggest this for summer. It's very, very pretty. Now, this is not a standalone palette. A couple things I almost require in a standalone palette are a shimmery highlight. This has a matte highlight, no shimmer, and I usually like a dark gray or a black. So for that reason, I don't consider this a standalone palette. However, you can do a ton of looks just with this palette. You just may need to bring in like an extra highlighter or a dark gray eyeshadow, depending on what look you're doing. But I love this palette. It is absolutely stunning. I've done several looks with this. I will link one of them up above for you. It is the bright pink look I just did, and I used these three shadows for it, and it just turned out fantastic. So I love this palette. Love it, love it, love it. I think they did a beautiful job on it. Next favorite is another new makeup product I tried out. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I use the shade Buff, which is light with peachy undertones, and it's what I'm wearing right now, and I love this foundation. It's like really, really pretty. It's a satin finish. It's not super duper duper matte, but you don't look extra glowy. So if you have more oily skin like I do, I would recommend setting it with a powder. I have mine set with the powder I'm trying out right now that will hopefully, if it keeps being as good as it's been so far, make it next month's favorites. But if you're oily, I would recommend setting this. If you're super, super dry, maybe use an extra hydrating or luminizing primer underneath it just to kind of balance it out a bit. But this is just a fantastic, fantastic foundation. I love the color. I think it goes really well, and the finish is beautiful. And I've applied this with like everything. So I've used like every applicator I have, and it goes on beautifully. The next makeup favorite was also in that tutorial, and this is the NYX Glitter Goals Liquid Glitter Eyeliner. And this one is in the shade Quartzy. I love this eyeliner. This is fantastic. It does not burn your eyes. It does not sting your eyes. This doesn't flake glitter down into your eyes. Now, this does dry down, so say you've worn it for a few hours and you rub your eye really hard, it will come off in like big chunks, but they tend to like stick to your skin. Like it'll break apart, but it will stay attached to your skin. It won't like fall off into your eyes, even if you have oily eyelids. So I'm really, really impressed with this. I have one more color of this, the bright silver, and I want to pick up the rest of these because they are super gorgeous. They're just so pretty. And I believe my last like makeup favorite is this one. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. You guys, I was going between these two for the past several weeks on which is my favorite, and I have to say, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer wins. I thought it was the e.l.f. In fact, when I did the e.l.f. review, I said I think I like this better than the ColourPop. This tends to crease too much underneath my eyes when I don't set it. It will crease, like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer will crease down here if I don't set it. The ColourPop, I can get away with not setting it and it won't crease. So because of that, because I don't always set my under eyes, I did today, but not always, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer is the winner for me and just my general skin type. It could be different for you. Honestly, they're both so cheap. I recommend trying both and seeing which one you like better because they're like $5-6. That's like hardly anything at all. And I use the shade Light 12 in the ColourPop. All right, now on to some skin. Well, okay, technically this is a tool, so let's go to some tools. These I just bought on Amazon because I was getting fed up and irritated with not being able to find them in stores. These are the Missha Air & Puff makeup applicators. These are the type of, they're cushion applicators, and they come in Korean cushion foundations. The ones in the American cushion foundations, not as good as these ones, I promise you. There's a ton of these online. I got these on Amazon for $7 for 4 of them. They are washable, and you can use them with powder or cream foundations. Like, this is the one that I used to apply my foundation today. I know it's gross. I like these for several reasons. One, the texture on these is kind of like a beauty blender, except even smoother, and it really works the product into your pores. You can apply foundation very, very fast with these. Like, it drives me crazy when I see people get Korean cushion foundations to try. Take this out, throw it away, and then dip a brush or a beauty blender into it. This applicator is part of what makes those foundations so good. These applicators are excellent. You just have to use them differently. It's more of a rolling and a patting. These are excellent, especially for blending out concealer. Like, right now I have a massive scar on my cheek. You can't see it because I use this to blend out the concealer. I like this better than a beauty sponge of any sort for blending out concealer over redness or acne scarring. I also use these for powder. I think they're really, really good. I love that they have the band. This is huge to me because you can have your fingers flat. You can put your middle finger out farther and angle these so you can get like into around your eye and your nose and everything. And then these will just go inside of compacts, or you can put them in a Ziploc bag and they travel well. You don't have to wet them like the beauty blender. So these are much, much nicer to travel with, because honestly, traveling with the wet beauty blender is a pain in the butt. And I also like that if you're doing someone else's makeup, you can wrap this around your 2 fingers, or even your own makeup when you're doing eyeliner. That way you're not leaving marks in the makeup. So these are huge for me. I love these. I had 2 of these that I got from some old American cushion foundations that I was using, one of which sucked, one of which was good. And then I want more. I'm like, these ones are like, after a while, just like beauty blender, you need to get rid of them or replace them. And I want new ones, and I found these online after checking like every single store in town because nobody carries them. Even the girl also was like, yeah, I buy them online because we don't carry them here. So I found these and I am in love with these. I think they're fantastic. Please, if you have Korean cushion foundations and you don't use the applicator that comes with them, please, for me, try it. Just give it a shot. I think you'll be impressed. And the next tool that I love this month are these. I think I showed you guys these a long time ago, and I'm still a massive devotee of these. These are the Ardell Pro Brow Trim and Shape. There are a ton of these little face razors on the market. I've tried like a ton of them. Even like, I think Ardell has another set that's red. Those are awful. They're terrible. These, however, are really, really good. I do not microblade my whole face. I've tried it before. I end up with too much texture on my face if I do that. The hair on my face likes to ingrow, and then I end up with texture, and it's just no good. I do, however, after I pluck my eyebrows and remove like the actual hair, I always have a ton of white baby fine hair underneath and just above my eyebrows, and it makes doing my eyebrows and my eyeshadow not as clean and neat, and It makes blending more difficult. You can see the hair in up-close shots. It's just not cute. So that's what I use these for. They're excellent. They last a very long time. And I will also use these on my husband when his brows need fixed, because he's an absolute baby when it comes to plucking his eyebrows. So I use these on him as well. All right, now I have a couple skincare things. First up are these. If you guys have been following my channel for a long time, you know my hunt for makeup wipes that do not burn my eyes. These are them. They're amazing. These are the Simple Micellar Cleansing Wipes. These are the only kind I have ever tried that don't burn my eyes. These are amazing. I love these so much. These take off everything. They're fantastic. I typically don't use these for like everyday makeup removal. I use these for swatches and things like that. But usually about maybe once a week, once every other week, where I'm just absolutely dead exhausted and I do not want to do a full skincare routine. And it's either go to bed with my makeup on or use one of these. I use one of these because you really shouldn't go to bed with your makeup on, which I've gotten to the point where I only do that like once a month now, and it's usually on accident. Like I'll fall asleep while I'm working on something, and that's when that happens. But thankfully I've gotten much, much better, and my skin has thanked me for it. And the last skincare favorite I have is this. This is the COSRX Oil-Free Ultra Moisturizing Lotion with Birch Sap. I had this a long time ago, and I hesitated reordering it because on Amazon, where I was getting it before, everyone was saying, oh, the new resellers, you know, these are all they're all fakes, etc., etc. I was concerned about product quality. However, I was in my Ulta a couple weeks ago, and they are carrying COSRX products now, which makes me so, so happy because COSRX products are amazing. These are so good. I love this lotion. It's very, very lightweight. This is like not a nighttime lotion, and it's definitely not if you have like super dry skin. However, if you have normal to oily skin, this is fantastic, especially for a pre-makeup moisturizer. Like Wine Gap in the morning, I go through my whole face routine, but I keep it very light, which is why I use this in the morning, because I like very light products underneath my makeup. Because if I do a heavy face routine in the morning, then I have to wait quite a while for everything to really sink into my skin before I can do my makeup. Otherwise, it will like slide everywhere. This I can put on, let soak in for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then do my makeup, and everything stays in place, which is amazing. All right, so normally I do food favorites. I really don't have any this month, unfortunately. And for books, movies, and music, it's interesting this month. Books, I really haven't been reading a whole lot this month. I know that's weird for me. Normally I read audiobooks, but I've been listening to podcasts more, and the podcasts I listen to are like really random. They're not the like super popular ones. A lot of the ones I listen to are like business and productivity and stuff like that. If you're ever interested in those, let me know. I can let you know. But a lot of them are just the popular business and productivity ones. But I haven't been reading a lot of books just because I've been too busy. And same goes with shows. Me and my husband, we haven't had a lot of time lately. So for shows, I've been watching Kim's Convenience Season 3. It's out on Netflix now. Episodes are like 20 minutes, so they're really easy to get through. And then we've also been watching Deadliest Catch. I used to be obsessed, like 5 or 6 years ago, I was obsessed with Deadliest Catch and watched it like constantly, and my husband never got into it. So I started watching it again the other day because YouTube TV has like seasons 14, 15 on their like on-demand service. So I started watching it, and my husband was like, this show's actually pretty good. I'm like, I know, I've been trying to tell you that. What's great is it's one of those shows where you can turn it on, watch 15 minutes of it, and then turn it on again like a week later and watch another 15 minutes, and you really didn't miss anything. Like the storylines are pretty easy to follow. There's not a whole ton of personal storyline weaved into the show, which is actually kind of awesome because it makes it easy to watch in small bites. We've also been watching a Korean drama on Netflix, which I'm dying to finish watching because it's so good. It's called Romance is a Bonus Book. It's really, really cute, but we haven't watched it like hardly at all. I think we've watched like one episode this month because we've been so busy, and they're full hour-long episodes, so that takes a long time to watch. But still, I would highly recommend it. It's really, really cute. And my last favorite is a music favorite. You know, do I even need to tell you guys? I don't think I do, but please, if you haven't listened to Persona yet, A, are you living under a rock? And B, this album is absolutely incredible. It is so, so good. It's just beautiful. They did collaborations with Halsey and Ed Sheeran on here, and I think it's just a fantastic album, and I love the album design itself. I'm sincerely wondering if they will get nominated for another Grammy for album design, because I mean, this is just beautiful. Like, it has soft touch packaging. Like, this album feels like a lot of my makeup palettes do. Like, it's just fantastic. And it's so, so beautiful. And the songs are beautiful. And if you're the kind of person who can't listen to a song without knowing what it means, go ahead and look up lyric translations, especially on places like Genius Lyrics or Color Coded Lyrics. They're actually really, really accurate. And just, I highly recommend listening to this album. It's amazing. All right, guys, that is everything for my April favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed actually getting to film a video with minor interruptions. I got text messages while I was filming, so I wasn't able to film entirely uninterrupted, but pretty close. And pretty close is good enough for me right now. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. If you guys have any comments, questions, want to say hi, or have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please let me know. I want to really branch out this year and do some different things here on YouTube. So please, if there's anything you want to see, I don't care. Well, correction, I do care how weird it is. Let's not go into weird, but like, I don't care if you want to suggest things like something viral, something you just enjoy watching, something I've never filmed before. If there's something I've never filmed before that you enjoy seeing from other creators, please let me know, because I love sitting down and making videos for you guys. I make videos because I enjoy making them, and also because I want to make something that you guys want to watch. So please go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And thank you guys so, so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.